Hey guys, it's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living, and today we're going to make a cake. It's my mom's birthday. She's up in heaven, and but we still need to celebrate. Maze, go take that out, babe. Hold your horses, folks. All right, go on out. Go on out. Anyways, I'm going to use a recipe I've never used before, and I have a bunch of cookbooks. This one's Cooking with Danvers, Southville, Riverdale Ladies. It's the DSR Ladies Auxilary Fire Department, Southville, Nova Scotia. It's an oldie but a goodie. I've never made this recipe before, but it's one of those cookbooks that people in the community from those places, which isn't too far from our home, put together and made this cookbook. And it was a fundraiser. This honestly is, oh geez, I don't know how long, when I figure out how old this is. It's pretty old. I'd say over like 10-15 years old. So yeah, I can't see. Anyways, I'm going to make, I just wanted to make like a simple cake. This one is a plain cake, just plain cake. You can't get much easier than that. And it's by Dorothy Cromwell. So, I got out the ingredients. Can you guys see? Let me see here. There. And we're just going to whip it up real quick. Easy peasy. So, it says cream crisco and sugar together. So, let's start off with that. This is a half a cup of crisco. Shortening, I'm assuming you could use just plain straight up shortening. This is actual crisco shortening, and that's what it called for, and I actually had some. That's very rare that happens, but I had some. Let's see. And the sugar calls for 2 cups of sugar. No, 1 cup of sugar. Oh geez, Tracy, I'll put a little too much in there. Oh. Yeah, half a cup of crisco, 1 cup of sugar. I added a little too much sugar, so I'm going to try if I can see if I can fish some of that out, for heaven's sakes. It's a rainy day here, folks, and we had plans to go out in a boat and go visit my sister. I didn't put too much more. I just don't want it to be overly sweet. The kids, I'm sure, wouldn't mind. We were going to go visit my sister and have a cake down there and stuff, but we're gonna do that another day. She has 3 beautiful pups, and unfortunately we're allergic to them, so we can't really go inside. So yeah, I thought we'll just have a cake here. Alright, I'm wasting time, I know, I'm a jabberer. So let's cream this together. For those that don't know, my stand mixer's name is Cornelius. My sister named him at Christmas time. That's when I got him. And it just kind of stuck. So, we'll cream this together. I'm going to speed that up a bit. Alright, that's good. It says add eggs and vanilla. So it calls for 2 eggs. And I know it doesn't say, it was probably supposed to be room temperature, but I am never good for one to plan ahead when it comes to stuff like that. So what you gonna do? You just use the eggs you got. So add the eggs and vanilla. How much vanilla does it? Oh, I need some measuring spoons. Oh. It calls for, let's see here, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I just use whatever, it's the extract kind. Real vanilla is better, but you know, it's pricey and it's hard to get around here. You can get it, but oh, it just hurts so much when you have to spend so much on something like that. 1 teaspoon. We gotta mix that together. Alright, that's looking good. Now we need, let's see here. Oh, I should have been a little more organized. I have a little sugar left in here. I'm just going to put it in my little sugar thing. And then I'll reuse this. You guys can't see what the heck I'm talking about, can you? I'm just filling up the sugar chamber thing. Then I can use that measuring cup. Let me see if I can get you guys situated a little better. Okay, so I got my milk out. It calls for a 3/4 cup of milk. It calls for, let's see here, 2 cups of flour and a teaspoon of salt. I put the salt right in with the flour. But it does say to add the baking powder, salt and baking powder with the flour, and add milk. Oh, I gotta add the baking powder. 2½ teaspoons. So let's see here. The baking powder is what's going to help make this cake rise. For those that don't know, it kind of puffs things up. Not quite like yeast, but it does the trick. So now we mix the salt and baking powder and start adding. Okay, now we need to start adding this. So I'm just going to turn the mixer on low. Let's see. And it says to alternate between the milk and the flour. Turn it up a little bit. You can absolutely do this by hand, but I'm not today. There we go. This isn't going to be a very big cake, guys. I could have doubled it, but it's just going to be enough for everybody to have a little square, little slice. It'll work. There, you don't want to overwork it. So I'll bring back, well, I should scrape some of that off. Let me see here. There's still a little flour up there. Should have a spatula. There. Now the thing is about this recipe, it doesn't say the temperature to bake it at or how long, so I'm going to just go with 350 and keep an eye on it, because that's the general kind of temperature I find when you make cakes. And it's not a big cake. I can't imagine it's going to take very long, so I'll just stick close, clean up my kitchen, clean up this mess, but I'll bring it back when we put this in a pan. Alright guys, my house is a bit of a madhouse today, but what you gonna do? Anyways, this is the cake pan I usually use. I've had it for years and years and years and years and years and years. It's rough, rugged, and raw, but it works just fine. So I'm just gonna spray it quickly. I don't know how much spray I'd actually need for this because it has Crisco in it, and you guys know that's just that. So I don't know how much it would stick, but I'd rather err on the side of caution, because it is a birthday cake, and I don't want to have to do this again. I was tempted to go buy one of those cake mixes. That would be the only kind of cake I ever used to make. But then I got into baking bread, baking rolls, baking buns, baking muffins, you know, baking cookies, and it's so easy to make your own cake. I'm not knocking those instant mixes though, because those are good, they're tasty, and they're quick, easy, and if it gets kids in the kitchen helping you bake, it's a good skill to learn. But for today, I'm doing this, and I'm whipping it up, and I didn't have to leave my house to get any supplies. Yeah, I don't know what kind of texture this cake is going to be. It just says plain cake, and that caught my eye. And when it said Dorothy Cromwell, I know she was a relation to my husband, so I think that's pretty cool. It's really quite a sticky batter. Not runny. I didn't really overwork it or anything, but so I have my oven preheating to 350. Let me get a knife to scrape the rest of that off. And I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes, and I'll check it by sticking a toothpick in it. If it comes out clean, it's done. If it's not done, I'll set it for another 10 minutes and so on. By the time it's all done and I take it out of the oven, I'll let you guys know exactly how long this took. Because this is just a test for all of us. And my mom will have a birthday cake here with the kids. My dad's coming out for supper. I'm making a ham and scalloped potato dinner with some fresh veggies and a salad. And to top it off, a birthday cake. So, and the kids can all help blow out the candles. Anyways, when that buzzer goes off, I'll stick it in the oven. And when it's all done, I'll bring you back. Stop it. Okay, the buzzer's about to go off. And it's been in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. I checked it at 20 minutes and I put it in for another 10 minutes. And that's looking good, guys. It's nice and golden around the sides. I don't know if you guys, that'll pick up. I'll make sure I take a picture. It's golden around the edges. It's light golden on top. Perfect. So I'm just going to let this rest for a few minutes. And then I'll take it out of the pan. I'll let it cool and stuff for a bit because it'll still bake a little bit in the pan. I don't know if I should let it do that or not. But it rose more than I thought. I thought this was going to be a short little cake. But anyways, I'll bring you back when it's time to take it out of the pan. Alright guys, the cake's been sitting in there about, oh, let me zoom you guys out a little bit. Maze, you gotta back up, babe. Don't touch. He's dancing under the tripod. Anyways, it's been in there about a half hour. It's still warm, but I've seen that it started to sink just a little bit in the middle. Not bad, just a little, but it was quite puffy there too, so I don't think it's gonna affect anything. I'm just gonna, let me see. There's Mr. Maze's head. Can you say hi, Maze?
Hi.
Hi to the camera. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Anyways, I'm just going to put this around the edges. And this. I'm hoping it comes out all in one piece. Maybe I should have taken it out as soon as it was done. I don't know. We'll see though. So, ooh. What do you think, Maze? It's like a sandcastle, isn't it? You think it came out? Let's see. Ta-da! It worked! Look at that color. Woo! Don't want to slide it off the plate. We'll ice it up and decorate it, but thank you, Dorothy Cromwell, for this wonderful recipe. So, it's still pretty warm. I have a cover for this cake, but I'm not going to put it on right now. When it cools down all the way, then we can ice it up. All right, we'll be back. Happy birthday, dear Grammy. Happy birthday to you. Okay, try to blow out the candles.